Prison officers. Have you ever met an inmate you respected greatly? I've worked as a correctional officer for 16 years. You learn quickly not to romanticize inmates. Doesn't matter how polite they are. Everyone's in there for a reason. That's what they teach you in training. Trust the file, not the face. So when they assigned me to D block and told me I'd be supervising cell 218, I read the name Joshua Fields and flipped straight to his file. Armed robbery. 2 counts. No priors before that. Just a clean record and a college transcript full of A's. That usually means something snapped. Money, pressure, desperation. I shrugged it off. Another smart guy who thought the rules didn't apply to him. He was quiet. Too quiet. Never caused problems. Didn't join any gangs. Didn't even play cards. He just read a lot. I once saw him reading Moby Dick like it was a thriller. Most inmates read fast to kill time. He read like he was trying to resurrect it. One day during count, I noticed something taped to his wall, against policy. I told him to hand it over. It was a drawing, charcoal on lined paper, the kind that smudges when you breathe on it. It was a portrait of an old man, deeply wrinkled, eyes heavy like they carried lifetimes. Did you draw this? I asked, honestly surprised. Yeah, he said, shrugging. He was in the bunk across from me before transfer. A Y2 vet died last week. Figured someone should remember his face. I didn't write him up. Over time, I noticed how other inmates treated him. Even the rough ones nodded when he passed. He broke up fights before they started. Somehow got guys from rival crews to share books, of all things. I once saw him tutoring a young kid, 19, in for attempted carjacking. Josh made him diagram sentences like it was 10th grade English. You can't change your life, he told him, if you can't write your own story. Still, I kept my distance. Good behavior can be strategy too. Then came the riot. March 18th, 2019. Meal tray shortage. A stupid, avoidable issue, but tensions had been high for weeks. One fight sparked 10 others. By the time backup arrived, 3 officers were down, including me. I remember the crack of my head hitting concrete and boots moving past me. I thought I was done for. Then I felt hands. Firm. Steady. Not punching. Pulling. Dragging. I came to behind the laundry bins, bleeding from the scalp. It was Josh who dragged me there. Kept pressure on the wound. Hit us both until it was over. You're gonna be okay, he whispered. Just stay awake. Internal Affairs later confirmed it. Surveillance caught it all. He could have escaped that wing. Hell, he could have disappeared into the chaos, found a weapon, made a name for himself. But he chose to save the guy whose job it was to lock his door every night. When I returned to work, I thanked him. He just nodded and said, "You'd have done the same for me." I wanted to say no. I probably wouldn't have, but I let him believe it. He made parole 6 months later. Some of the officers were pissed, said it sent the wrong message. Me? I helped him carry his books out that day. Last thing he said before leaving, "I'm not proud of how I got here, but I'm proud of who I became here." I've dealt with lifers who'd stab you for looking at them wrong, and guys who could cry on command just to get moved to a cushier block. But Joshua Fields? He was different. He reminded me that sometimes the system locks up the right man for the wrong reason, and sometimes a cell is the only place a man finds himself.